trap like.
What up? This is your boy T Mizzle coming back again with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Hulk and Marvel Future Fight, the totally amazing Hulk, also known as Amadeus Cho. First of all, real quick, this is only a first look video. I'm not making any recommendations at this time. However, there are a few things I did not get a chance to do, and in this video I will make sure that you know what they are and what I would have done differently. Okay, but again, this is a first look, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it and get started here. Skills and see what we're working with. So first of all, as you can see, I have already leveled them up to 60, 6-star mastery. If you see my overview of the update, you see that I actually did all that in the update to show you guys how I normally do that. Okay, so hopefully you saw that. And a quick disclaimer for all the haters out there, this is not a what I recommend, anything like that. Basically, I just went through, leveled him up, got his gears up. Again, in my first video I did the kind of an overview of the update, all the stuff, and I did my ISO rolling on this guy, and I rolled the first ISO set is what I'm working with here. Actually, just to clear some things up, I don't even have any gears to use right now. I just threw in ignore dodge because I don't have any dodge gears or any crit gears. And I wanted to really use a dodge gear on him. But anyway, I just want to make sure I put the disclaimer right here. This is not a recommended build, anything like that. Just to show the gameplay at max level. I'm almost fully max gears, and just that's basically it. Okay, not telling you what kind of build to do or anything like that. So let's just take a look here. Skills, of course, is physical attack, of course, being a Hulk. And looking at the skills, tornado punch, 124% physical damage, add physical damage, and of course it goes up to 1,000. I mean, I got it level 5. Counter slam, actually this one adds a stun, a 3-second stun to the enemy. Physical attack, 206% physical damage with your add. Also meteor drop, physical attack, 166% physical damage. Wow. Now notice the cooldown times on these, nothing really long at all. Okay, his mass evasion, which is passive, gives him a plus 16% dodge for 10 seconds. Okay, now of course you can only use it every 30 seconds, seeing that it has a 30-second cooldown, but still that's pretty amazing. So with that being said, that's why I opted to go with the dodge gear. Unfortunately, I don't have any right now. I'm gonna have to wait for a rift is open to get some, but I'm gonna go with the dodge gear and try that. Really, that's what I'm gonna try on it. But anyway, the 5th-star skill here, Gamma Stomp, is physical attack, 395% physical damage. Woo! Look at that add, 1120 physical. That's a lot of damage. So the Gamma Stomp looks like it is definitely his most powerful move. Okay, that's what it looks like right now. This skill right here, the Gamma Stomp, is a beast. And then you have your Tectonic Toss, which is also 309% physical damage with an add of 1120, 9-second cooldown. So basically, the highest cooldown I think we have on these skills are 10 seconds. That's the highest cooldown. So in my opinion, I don't think we're going to need any skill cooldown on him. Now, of course, if you did elect to go skill cooldown, you could shave a second or maybe 2 off. I don't know what's the most you can shave off, but let's just imagine the lowest you can get that down to is 8 seconds. So I don't think you really need it, with it being 10 seconds as the highest. So I'm going to go with that info for right now. Okay, of course you can, kind of experiment and do what you want. All right, like I already said, ISO set, I actually rolled a start backing, and if you saw my first video, you saw that I just went with the first set that I actually rolled. I didn't try to go for a particular set. This was the first one I rolled. It cost me about 600k, I think it was, and so I just left it here. I only put, as you can see, I only got like 3-star ISOs in there and 1 4-star. Okay, so I could have went with some higher ISOs, but I'm not sure if that's what I wanted. Okay, and again, talking about the gear, I didn't have any gears. I mean, I have some recoveries, but I don't want recover on him. I wanted a dodge booster, so I didn't really I just popped in a ignore dodge, just a dodge ignore, I'm sorry, just to kind of mess around. And I do have some crit damage boosters, but I didn't want to use that either, seeing that when I look at his, let's go to his info here. When I look at his details, his crit rate is really low. It's only 10%. So I don't see a point in adding crit damage without having a higher crit rate. So kind of left that alone. Now my third gear, I went HP, of course, and this on my fourth gear, I'm still undecided. So without spending a lot more gold, as you can see, I'm kind of low. I just kind of left it crit damage and defensive pin. Okay, I didn't really, and I know that seems weird, but I didn't really want to waste a lot of gold trying to change it because I don't really know what I want to go with for sure yet. I may go with defensive pin or I may go with crit damage. Depending on what I put here in this slot, I may go crit rate or dodge. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, like I said, undecided right now, but just wanted to cover that with you real quick. And so here, let's take a look at the uniform. So the totally awesome Hulk, which is pretty much the way he came. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully that'll come later with more uniform options, but this is all we have right now. Kind of whack, I know. Uniform is not much to be. And that smirk on his face, I don't like that at all. Okay, but anyway, enough jabbering around. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see what you guys all want to see. Some gameplay. Of course, you know how we do it. We're going to run the 10-8 mission story mode first. And while some don't like looking at the story mode red auto, you know what? I know a lot of you do. Same as myself, that kind of gauges what a character can do just naturally. So I always tend to go with that route. So we're going to continue doing that no matter what the haters say. So let's go ahead and go 10-8. And I chose this team, as you can see, because it has all the freaking bonuses you can get. Definitely, if you're going to use this guy, you definitely want this team right here. So you're going to get every bonus that you can possibly get. Every slot is filled. No use of going over them. Just look at them. Everything you want is right here, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. And after we do the quick run through with the team, you know how we do it. We'll run him solo to see what he looks like solo without all the team bonuses, okay? There's so much going on in this update, man, and it was so hard to, I've been messing around with in uniforms and 6-star skills, man. It's just so exciting. You know, I didn't know if I was gonna get around to making this video tonight, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So here's the gameplay right here. And one thing I noticed on the update, which you guys will notice here in a second, when your ISO activates, I noticed a little verbiage comes up here. It didn't come up that time, so maybe that wasn't it. Let's see if it happens in story mode. I know I did some timeline battles. Activate ISO. You see that? Activate start back. And did you guys see that? That's freaking amazing, man. I'm glad they did that. I really, really like that, man. That just kind of shows you how much your ISO actually activates. So that was pretty cool that they added that in there. I've also noticed something else too. Let's see if we can catch catch any more of this stuff. While he's finishing up this boss, oh, he always pauses right there. Always. And this is combat to combat, so we don't get any bonus here. So basically, right now, this is going to be pure damage. He has about 19% dodge without any booster with the set I put on him, and then just the bonuses he has. So that's pretty awesome. That dodge booster is going to really see the dodge. He is dodging with about 20%. That's the dodge. Imagine another that booster on there. He's going to really step the game up. So I can't wait to get it on him. Now, what I will say, just from doing the story mode run, I'm not sure how he would last without that start backing because that is a defensive set. So that's the first thing I want to say. Like I said, I didn't intend to use it, but that's just kind of what we got, what we ended up with. And I didn't even mention his leadership skill, but he actually on his leadership he has a crit rate of 6% and a crit damage of 6%. Okay, which is actually I like that because he does a lot of damage. Okay, so that's why you have to be very careful with the way you build him, and I guess it's going to depend on what game mode you're going to use him for because from what I can tell with start backing on him, I don't think he would be. I'm sure you're going to need some type of defense on him for sure. Okay, because I don't think he would last in a story mode. As a plow character, I don't think he would work without defense. So that's not going to. That's just what I can tell so far. Okay. Um, Now we can definitely get a better idea on this mission, but with all the bonuses, he barely made it without dying. Okay, with the defensive set bonus. So let's see how he does without all the freaking team bonuses, and we'll go from there. Honestly, I'm thinking that maybe in Battle World on Combat Day, maybe you might want to use him. Um, Timeline Battle, you can definitely use him if you want with the right team. Um, the problem is, and this is just my thinking, it's going to be one of those situations where you want to put him on the right team because if you go up against the wrong set of blasters, I don't know how good a combat team is going to do. So, you know, if you're going to use a Hawk on Timeline Battle, I think you're going to want to have a diverse team. Okay, that's just kind of what I'm thinking. And if you don't get a heal right here, he will not make it. Okay, that's why I was saying, just from this first look, I don't think he's a good plow character just from where I have him set up right now, just with his start backing. He's definitely going to need something else. Okay, that dodge booster is going to be needed because if he can make it through here without dying, I'm going to really, really be shocked. And bam, just like I thought. So he didn't make it through um, without dying because I really didn't think he would. Man, I'm so stopped up. I apologize, guys. So, are we going to finish this up? No, we're not. We're going to go ahead and leave. Again, that's just the first look, guys. Don't and again, I have to put out a disclaimer here. We like to do a 10-8, a team run and a 10-8 solo run, just to kind of give you an idea of the strengths of the hero. You know what ISO set. I'm going to show you real quick again what ISO set. What the heck am I doing here? ISO set. Gotta get used to this new UI, man. Wow. All right, here we go. So here he is here. So again, I'm using the ISO set for start backing, and you guys, if you know, it gives you, it's all defense, max HP, crit damage, dodge, movement speed. Now there are others out there that's going to give you all defense, max HP, um, dodge, and I don't know what else you can get. Maybe a shield, you can get shields, stuff like that. But this is a pretty good defensive set here. And honestly, if you can't make, and I know the ISOs are not leveled up, da da da. I have another two more, basically two more levels to get Max's gear, and I'm running this dodge. I'm running this dodge ignore, which kind of sucks, man. If I had that dodge gear on him, that would really, really help us out. Really help us out. Now I know if I had that dodge gear, I'm pretty sure he could solo that mission without dying. Okay, so that's a good lesson right there. I'm definitely sure you want to go with dodge gear on him, okay? He's a combat hero, so naturally you want to get that dodge so he don't take a lot of hits because he's always going to be up close and personal. So remember that. And again, just first look. I don't have any gears to really put on him. I showed you guys what I have, but I wanted to make sure I got a video out here, just the first look real quick so you guys can see it. And let's go ahead and set up this team, get this team back, and let's do a couple of timeline battles, okay? Now, I actually did some already. Unfortunately, I hadn't been doing it regularly, but I did find a couple of good opponents that you can get some good game action here. So here we go. I got a couple of good ones here. I had some level 60 teams ready to go, but they're not here. So let's do this 58 team. This will work right here. Like I said, we'll get a couple of these right here. Let you guys kind of see what he looks like in timeline battle. And again, another disclaimer. Got to make sure I put this out there. He is not set up um, necessarily the way he should be. Okay, this is kind of a first look. I got the first ISO set I rolled. I do not have a dodge gear on him, which is what I definitely going to recommend on him. Okay, so don't think this is the final deal here. Okay, however, I think it should give you a good idea if you want to waste your resources or invest in him. Okay, because he does have very good damage. I can definitely attest to that. His damage looks very solid. Of course, once we get the team up, we'll be able to see that even better. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say his damage is solid. Just looking at his skills, I mean, he has so much potential. All right, let's pass this team here. Let's go ahead and refresh that. Oh, let's go with this yellow jacket team. Here we go. This team here might give us a run for our money, man. With all those team bonuses, I don't know if we can handle this. And yeah, this yellow jacket's not max, but he's close enough. He's close enough. And of course, yeah. Uh-oh. Don't know. I don't know. ISO set activated. His damage is solid, guys. I'm telling you, if he hits you, it might be game over. What the? Look at that. He got stuck. That was. He got paralyzed in midair. That was funny. That was hilarious. That was freaking him. That was funny. That was funny. He got stuck in mid-air, son. All right, there we go. Let's go get another battle. Let's find some 60s. I had a ton of them. Wait, there we go. Here's the levels. Okay, we got two level 60 teams here. Let's see which one we want to go with. Whoo! Oh my goodness. Blasters, three blasters against three hawks. Is that even smart to try that? That's not even smart, is it? That's not even smart. Let's try this. This is a lot smarter. We're not going to do anything suicide. That's crazy. Three blasters against three combat. Not smart at all. So we're running this. This will be our last timeline battle mission. Um, then we'll try to run a. Maybe we'll try Villain Siege or multiplayer. I actually might even switch over to my mobile device and just do the recording on that for those two. So I can play it manually and then switch back. Okay, that was good. That was good. I like the activate ISO set thing. I really do like that. Ooh, is Iron Man gonna get us? Smash. Oh, Iron Man got him. Jeez, that sucks. Hey, that was a good run, man. Come on, you guys know it was. That was a solid run. Come on. Let's try one more. Oh, let's do this one. We gotta do this one. Oh, we gotta go this one. Let's just do this one for fun, guys. Then we'll move on after this. Okay, here we're gonna go against Daisy Johnson. Ooh, man, that was nice, Daisy. Okay, there we go, Hawk. He's smashing her face now. Oh, we got a quick heal there. Uh-oh. He did it. He knocked her out. So Spider-Man should be easy for him. He has the bonus. Ooh, 27K. That was nice. 13. That was pretty easy. And he should knock out Black Widow as well. Yeah, that was easy. Okay, so not bad. Not bad at all. I'll be honest, guys. I don't like his freaking stupid grin on his face. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. However, it's always good to have new heroes in the game. That's all I can say. Don't know what we're going to use them for yet. That was timeline. Let's see here. Now we have these new missions on villains. I mean, these new stages on Villain Siege. We're definitely not going to do any of those, so don't even worry about that. Let's see. Can I even? I don't know if I can control this. All right, I'm going to do. I'm going to do a quick. We'll do a quick Villain Siege. Okay, so we'll do a quick Villain Siege on it. And matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to take a pause. You won't be able to tell, but I'm gonna switch over to my mobile device. I'll do the Villain Siege and the multiplayer on my mobile device because it's new BlueStacks. It just I can't get it to map my keys correctly. I don't know if you guys are using it or whoever's using it, but the new BlueStacks kind of sucks in my opinion. So I'm gonna switch this over to my mobile device and just do the the Villain Siege and the okay. All right, guys, we get ready to do this Villain Siege number 8. Just checking to see what the others look like, but we're definitely going to be doing Villain Siege number 8, combat versus combat. Let's see what Amadeus Cho can do against Z Venom. Alright, as you can see, I used that 3rd star skill, which is has the stun move to it. I figure that's a perfect setup to use his 6th star or even his 5th star skill, which both have high damage. So whenever that stun comes off, I want to try and use it as much as I can to just kind of get Venom right where I want him, to set him up for the big bang. And that's kind of what I do. I'm going to do throughout this video here. Again, this is combat versus combat, so you know, of course, as you can see, it's not the recommended hero to use for Z Venom, so you're not gonna get a bonus. But again, we're looking at a first look, just trying to see some gameplay for the new Amadeus Cho, and so far so good, man. I mean, I'm not disappointed with the hero. I actually think he's pretty good for a Hawk. Matter of fact, now just a quick glance, all the Hawks seem to be very well rounded right now. Okay, I'm very happy with all of them at this point, and I would definitely be playing with them a lot more now. So let's go ahead and jump right into some team up play and see what kind of damage we can do. I'm hoping we can get, you know, about between 10 and 12k. With the setup that I have, it'll probably be pretty decent. Okay, I guarantee you probably, with the right setup, you can probably hit 20k. And I know that's kind of a lot, but I think with the right setup, this guy probably can hit 20k one day. Okay, the right ISO set, 6-star ISOs, definitely an offensive set to do that. Crit damage, crit rate gear. But anyway, let's see what we can do against Bullseye here. Again, this is another combat versus combat, so we're not getting any bonus. However, we are getting team bonuses in this, which is great. Something totally new. Alright, just got a set bonus, just took effect right there, which is awesome. Glad they start showing that. Let's see, can he beat this blast pin here? That's going to be interesting if he does. And what's the verdict, people? Boom! Look at that. We did it. What's that? About 12. That's about 12k, man. 12.5, something like that. So there you have it. Boom, boom, boom. Good job. Amadeus Cho. And there you have it, guys. Team play and Villain Siege. Just a couple things to know. Again, this is a first look. I have equipped him with, right now he has the start backing ISO set. The first set I actually rolled as far as 8-star set. So not necessarily the set you want to go with. However, if you find out it works for you, then go with it. Also keep in mind, I did not have the appropriate gear. I wanted to use a dodge gear, which I personally think is going to be the best way to go with him. You could try different ones, of course, but just from what it looks like, his gameplay, and just looking at the way he played the story mode, and even in arena, I think a dodge gear is going to work the best on him. You could always go crit raid or crit damage or something like that if that's the build you're looking for. He definitely has good DPS already. His damage is high. So again, if you're only going to use him for team play, and if you're only looking for damage and no defense at all, then definitely go with a more offensive set. But just looking at his build and his gear stats, what comes on his gear naturally, I think start backing is actually a good set for him. Or you could also go with if you get maybe an I am also group. If that's, if you like the heal set, maybe you want to try for Alliance Battle. I don't know. But, basically, as a first look, what we're here to do is Everybody take a look at the hero, look at his game style, and maybe you can form your own opinions. And then at the end of the day, in a week or few days, when everybody gets a chance to play with them or other people, and we decide a real purpose for them, we can all come together and find out a best build for them. Okay, but right now, this is definitely a first look. With that Dodge gear, I think that that 10-8 solo mission would have went a little bit different. And when we do the real review, I think that's what we'll use, and we'll actually probably see a big difference. Okay, but other than that, that was it, man. So far, I'm liking the new Hawk. Okay, I don't like the way he looks, but his game style is cool, man. He's a Hawk. He smashes, and he does a ton of damage. So, along with my other Hawk, my World War Hawk now, I think that these Hawks are going to be awesome. So, I can't wait to hear what you guys think, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't, then I'm sorry about it. This your boy T Mizzle, and I'm out. Peace.